Jordan McCabe had the best handles in all of high school. So what happened to this guy? And today, I'm just going to explain to y'all his story. So what's good, y'all? It's Matt LBG. The LBG stands for Let's Be Great. And we are back with another story video. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a like for more, and without further ado, let's get into the video, man. You already know, we gotta throw it all the way back to where things started. Jordan McCabe went to high school in Wisconsin and he led his high school team to a state championship, and not only that, he was named the state boys basketball player of the year. And of course, there was a lot of YouTube videos about this guy, so he started getting a lot of followers and fans on social media. Jordan was listed at 6 foot and weighing 170 pounds as a senior in high school. And as a senior, he averaged 26.7 points per game, and he completed his high school career with over 2,400 points. And also as a senior, he won the Mr. Basketball and Associated Press Player of the Year awards. Oh yeah, fun fact, he also started varsity for 4 years, so he was playing varsity since 9th grade. He was regarded as a 4-star recruit by most rankings, so a lot of schools were after this guy. But one school stuck out the most, and that was West Virginia, and that's where he decided to play his college ball at. And even though he was going to be a freshman, he was expected to make an immediate impact at West Virginia. And things didn't go so well right away. He got off to a very rocky start. He had a lot of bad games at the beginning of the year with a lot of turnovers. And there were times during the season where fans were posting on social media and even questioning if Jordan McCabe should even bother returning. And by returning, I mean returning for his sophomore season. That's how bad his freshman year started. The team wasn't playing that great, and Jordan McCabe wasn't playing that great either, and he was definitely not meeting the expectations of what it is to compete in the Big 12. But in late January, the junior guard Beetle Bolden got hurt against Tennessee. So you're probably like, what does that mean? Well, that means that Jordan McCabe had to step up. And at first, it really didn't look like he was the man for the job, but 1 month later, the entire conversation changed around the freshman point guard. He played his best 2 games of the year in the last 2 games of the year, so he ended the season on a high note. And his head coach even goes on to say he's not looking over his shoulder now. And what he means is that since the other point guard got hurt, he wasn't looking, for someone else to take his spot. He wasn't worried about it, so he played freely. In one of those last 2 games against TCU, Jordan had 25 points, 11 assists, and 6 steals. One of the best games a West Virginia player has ever had in history. So with his coach and even the fans questioning, how good is this guy? He definitely answered those questions, and he showed that he can still play. He definitely passed the test and showed that he can step up when he needs to. In his freshman season, he only averaged about 18 minutes per game. And his field goal percentage wasn't good at all. He only shot 32% from the field, but his 3-point percentage was actually pretty great. He shot 34%. I mean, that's pretty good for college. He did, however, average 2.5 assists per game, but he also averaged 1.4 turnovers per game, so kind of offset himself. And he wound up finishing the season averaging 5.8 points per game, so I think it's fair to say he did not by any means meet his expectations. But after ending his freshman year the way he did, I think it's fair to say that he had big expectations coming into this season, which is his sophomore season. But how much trust should West Virginia's coaching staff put into this guy? They're letting him play and giving him a lot of minutes, and even as a freshman, they really didn't see, much results. So far in his sophomore year, he's only played 8 games. And in those 8 games, it is not looking good at all. He's only playing 13 minutes per game and shooting a very lousy 26% from the field. And oh yeah, I gotta throw this number out there. He is shooting only 7% from 3. 7. That is terrible. The only good thing I can say so far about his sophomore year is that he's averaging nearly 3 assists per game, and he's only averaging about 1 turnover per game, so I guess that's okay. And currently in these 8 games, he's only averaging 3.3 points per game. That's really not good, and it's not looking good for him in general. But hey, I gotta pump the brakes. The year just started. He can definitely get those numbers up and improve. But based off of his freshman year and sophomore year, I don't know if he can improve. I haven't really seen much results so far. Surely he can pull up his 3-point percentage because it's only at 7. I mean, it really can't get much worse than that. And I think we can all agree that this guy really has not met his expectation by any means, and with that being said, he hasn't even came close to those expectations. And hey, I'm I'm not hating on the man. I'm just giving y'all the stats and the hard truth. He's only a sophomore though, so like I said, we gotta pump the brakes. We gotta give this kid, you know, some time to grow and mature. Not everyone is a freshman phenom. I'm wishing this guy the best of luck, and I can't wait to keep up with him throughout his career. But hey man, with all of this being said, that's about gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you are new to my channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button and leave a like for more. 1, 4, 3. Let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.